So Grameen Foundation has a long history of creative solutions to problems around poverty and mainly dealing with financial services and making those available, but recently expanded the mission to include getting information to people. And AppLab is really about information. It builds on a program that we implemented 4 years ago with MTN Uganda called Village Phone that was really aimed at expanding telecommunications access to people who weren't previously served, as well as providing financial opportunity in terms of the opportunity to create a business for the entrepreneurs who had those village phones. And of course MTN is involved in that in terms of delivering telecommunications services as the leading provider in Uganda. So from that base, innovative programs like that, we came to the idea of AppLab, which is application laboratory, looking at ways to deliver information, to distribute and to collect information from low-income areas using a piece of technology that's already there, the mobile phone. So it's kind of building on this history of creative solutions to challenging problems, and AppLab in a sense is the first of its kind. It's the first effort by Grameen in the mobile phone application space. It's the first effort anywhere that we know of to create a process to develop, test, and scale mobile phone applications for the benefit of these low-income users of phones and communities and customers of village phone operators. But we don't think it's going to be the last. So a lot of problems related to development, which includes poor health outcomes, includes poor access to markets, limited opportunity. A lot of those problems have some component of information. They're not completely based on information. You don't get good health without having a doctor around, and a doctor doesn't come out of a phone, but you do benefit from knowing what your situation is, what services are available, having more options available to you in terms of behaviors you can choose from, ways to fix problems affecting your crops or your family or your health, people to connect with and access markets. So a lot of the problems have some bearing, have some element of information in them, and so when we're looking at how do we get better information out there, the first thing you look at is, well, what are people using today? And the mobile phone has obviously grown tremendously in these regions. There's 3.5 billion mobile phones in the world, many in the hands of the people that we're trying to benefit, and many more of those people who have access through the village phone operator network. So the idea was, don't try to create a new channel. Take the channel that's there by virtue of this huge growth of this industry, by virtue of businesses like Village Phone, where you've extended the telecommunications network to millions, billions of more people that didn't previously have it, and use that channel to deliver information to help people solve these problems. And the belief is that by having more information, you become empowered. You can increase your knowledge of agriculture practice. You can increase the people you can trade with. You can know what your rights are, and you may have another outlet to register any complaints or register any feedback if you're not getting those things. So AppLab's really looking to take that channel and energize it and utilize it. And the things we're doing today are really just the very, very first steps in that direction. But we feel like we're part of a global movement, really, of practitioners who see this and sense this and want to do something about it. And that's what we're doing. If you think about our user base, the people in, say, Luwero district in Uganda, they're people that'll probably not get on the internet, not for a while at least, and they're people that Grameen Foundation has experience serving, MTN has experience distributing and marketing to, but when Google comes in, you get to organize all the information, because Google is the world's leader in taking information and making it searchable and usable for people. And why not apply that to the people in Luwero who haven't had that ability before? And I think that's what's really unique about these products, and that's what's special about this partnership. And in this partnership, Google has brought that expertise, those technology platforms, the angel investment that they provided to get AppLab off the ground, as well as the expertise in rapid prototyping and user research that they tend to use in San Francisco or Japan, but can also be brought to bear for our friends in Luwero. And that's where I think this partnership becomes quite exciting, because everyone brings their strength to the table. You include a nonprofit, so you acknowledge that the private sector can't get this done on its own, and the end result is something that none of the partners could have built without the other two. So we're real happy about that, and about the fact that this has been a true partnership of equals.